What's up, folks? It's your boy MMG Smurf here, coming to you live. Work that little beat around, and today we're gonna be playing some spider tanks. Been getting into spider tanks lately as a blockchain game that we play during the day. Before we get into other things, I like to make content, continuing my learning of 3D design, so that we can make our trophies and other NFT products on Money Match Gaming. And again, the NFTs themselves, the artwork of the NFT is really just artwork. It's more of an advertisement. You want to think of that as like a flyer that you're handing out around the city. Because what the real NFT and the real utility behind the NFT is whatever it gives you access to. So if it gives you access to characters in a game, that's the real utility. If it gives you access to a building for an event, that's the real utility. If it gives you access to an artist for an interview or for feedback sessions or whatever have it, that's the real utility. It's not the artwork. And so while we do want the artwork to look pretty, always consider that. So yeah, today we're going to be playing Spider Tanks, which is an NFT-based game. It's a blockchain-based game. Gala Games, I believe it's on the Gala Network or Gala Nodes Network. I don't know how that works specifically. I gotta look more into that. And then on Ethereum based in some degrees. But not everything is on Ethereum. It's like they run it on Gala, and there's some Ethereum based NFTs that you can purchase. So that's how that works too. I know a lot of people don't really understand what happens with like certain. Yeah, they don't understand everything. It's all good. It's all good. Last thing that I would say about crypto, NFTs, and Ethereum and stuff like that. Do more research. You probably maybe heard about this like a while ago. If you're totally new to NFTs, other people that are probably just finding this probably already know. So I'm like more just preaching to the choir. But if you're brand new to NFTs and crypto, or you've heard only negative things about crypto or NFTs, I suggest that you look up more docs on it, more articles, more recent articles. Type in environmental aspects of proof of stake. Type in Ethereum merger. What does that mean? Things like that. Delegated proof of stake blockchains. What does that mean? Look more into it, because you're going to find more answers, and that'll help you start to understand that a lot of the knowledge that people were getting early on when they were like brand new to crypto, and then they also had really strong opinions, was knowledge from like years ago. And they were like, oh, well, I read this article from 3 years ago during the last bull run, and I expected nothing has changed. That's incorrect. Anyways, I digress. Let's get into some Gala games today, shall we? I'm gonna make the screen nice and big, and I'm gonna go over my desk. Let's head to that desk. All right, here we are. Got the Gala Games website right here. Actually, and do one more flip so we can get in here full screen. So this is a website, and they have been distributing test token rewards. So they did their first drop to people that competed, and depending on how well you do, what rewards you meet in the. I have to go to the specific blogs on this. I have the blogs in Money Match Gaming's Discord, which I close every time that I stream because I'm playing a computer-based game, and Discord is actually kind of heavy for my computers. But if you want to read up all the information about that, you can go to our Discord. Actually, before we start off today, I got some time. I got some time. Let's do it. Let me plug this in over here, and then we'll do this switch. Oops, that was right. Cool. So this is Money Match Gaming Discord, and in this section that we call Crypto and NFTs, go to Blockchain Games, Play to Earn announcements. It's a video I did on this, and we want the Mayhem post. Alright, so let's learn a little bit about Mayhem here at Spider Tanks, huh? Yeah, let's do it. Less than a week ago, announced opening early release, blah, 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 Mayhem. The whole community is a buzz about Mayhem, which promises blah, blah, blah. In addition to the $4 million into Gala that will be distributed, targeted free NFTs across several titles will be rewarded to holders of specific NFTs all month long. So if you want to get these other NFTs that they're going to be dropping, you have to hold some NFTs. So some incentive for people to actually buy there. Nuances game launched this week. Major announcements. Oh, really? What other game they got? I'm going to have to check that out. Play for keeps. We're preparing to give a bunch of Gala to competitive Spider Tanks players each week based on the following criteria. To play the game, just download the Gala game launcher, Windows PC, at this page. So you need to download the launcher. I did a whole video on that, so I'm going to leave it. Download the launcher. After you have the launcher downloaded, you still need to log into the website and push the play button from the website for it to actually launch the launcher for you. So it's checking it's verifying that you're the actual user, regardless of what launcher you have on your computer. That's how it verifies, I guess. So week 1, beginning May 2nd at 9 a.m. And the week 2 begins May 11th. So total prizes 250,000 Gala tokens, 125K to top 1 to 2% from matches played, most matches played. So you got to be in the top 1 to 2% of most matches played to get that 125,000 drop of Gala tokens. For the top 3 to 10% of most matches played, you get another 125,000 to those players. So it's probably, it's just the first one is a lot smaller. It's a smaller grouping, so that money's not going to be spread out between so many people, right? Week 2, beginning Wednesday, May 11th at 9 a.m. PT. Total prizes 250,000 in Gala. This competition will consist of separate daily contests in which players will compete for the highest points earned in a single match. So this first week is most matches played, and then the second week it'll be all about highest points earned in a single match. Week 3 and 4 we're changing it up 3 and 4, and we're not going to spill the details just yet. Stay tuned. Have you taken a good Spider Canada's world class? Gonna have some blast. Newcomers expecting there's a positive impact on what 3 on lives. Okay, yeah. And that's pretty much it toward Mayhem. Yeah, so you want to get those games in. Up till tomorrow, it's all about just the number of games that you get in. And then starting week 2, it's all about the most points that you can get in a single game. Players will compete at the highest points earned. And there's 250,000 prizes. So again, it's the same thing. So who knows how they're splitting that up though? They haven't really detailed how they split that up. I imagine they'll have more information to go off of after they get through week 1, and so that's probably why they're holding something like, okay, we'll see how many players we actually have going and this and that. And it'd be nice. I don't know how I would be able to find that information, but it would be nice to know how many players are active in the game any day of the week. Just looking at something like play-to-earn.net, right? .net. Let's go to play-to-earn.net. I'm gonna let this load up real quick. I'm saying real quick, but it's going really slow. I might have to use my other computer. Yeah, let me use my other computer with the rate this thing is going right now. Like a god. Alright, so we're over here on play-to-earn.net. Zoil Wars being promoted. Yeah, they gotta stop. I'm really hoping they try to keep it a little bit more chill for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to build up. First FPS on Solana with a casino and DAO. Ooh, rage effect. Yeah, I gotta start getting into my Solana games. Solana games are really starting to hit the market. There's tons of games out there for you to play right now. Also, stepping. I don't know if it's going to be going away. Look at this upward climb. This is a social climb, not like a price climb that you see on the right side here. So it's letting you know the social interaction of these games on the market. But anyways, we are looking for not Crypto Blades Kingdom. Why is Crypto Blades so Crypto Blades Kingdoms though. It's not just Crypto Blades. It's Crypto Blades Kingdom. Yeah, but they they really screwed people. They screwed the pooch the first. Whatever. Yeah, we are looking for spider tanks, and I believe it'll be on page 1 or 2. There's Zoil Wars outside of the advertisement. It's at the top of the page. Obviously, there's Townstar doing its thing, wiggity waggity, up and down. Let's go to page 2. Come on, because I'm pretty sure it's only going to be on page 1 or 2. A lot of games here. There we go. Here's spider tanks. Had this upward, and we're moving down in the momentum. About 834 social 24-hour comments. Can I change this out of 24 hours to be something else? Or is it just going to go up and down? Damn. It just went up and down. It's not what I wanted exactly, so I'm just going to flip that back. I wanted to see if I could break it down into a longer time period, which would just give me a larger idea of like how many people were playing potentially. But 800 and something people a day potentially, right? So what are the chances of those 800? Let's say let's break that down a little bit. Like 800 something times 7. It's not a whole lot of people. 10,000 or something like that. You know, you give me 1,000. There's a good chance for you to win something. And they have already sent out some awards in this game. I know I'm doing a lot of talking before I actually get into the game today. They have already sent out some rewards in this game. I think it's an inventory I need to click here. And you notice I have no Gala tokens over here on the ETH blockchain. No Gala GC in this treasure chest. No Ethereum. You know, I don't have anything on this wallet. I have nothing in this wallet except for this Test Silk token. So their token for Spider Tanks is called the Silk token, and I do have some Test Silk token. They actually distributed me some Silk tokens the other day, and so yeah, now I got some Test Silk token. I don't remember what the heck I clicked on to get to it, like see it. Otherwise, do I go to account? Nah. Yeah, but I got some Test Silk tokens. That's all that matters. And honestly, I forget what the heck I clicked at the top to see it a little bit more clearly. It was just really easy at first, but whatever. Playing the game, they are distributing those tokens. I know they said they did their first round of tokens the other day, and so I think that's my first round of tokens. I think I don't know how much the test tokens are going to transfer into the actual Silk tokens, but hopefully we get a nice little payout for being so early to the game and actually testing it out and stuff. You see a lot of the same people in the game, so I'm trying to reach out to them, find them in social medias and stuff like that, and collaborate with these other tankies. Ooh, wow, we got a special tank today. It's a Santa sleigh tank. Okay, after I get that loaded up though, I'll close as many windows as possible. Because yeah, I need it to run smooth. So we got a special tank today, Santa sleigh. Again, throughout this whole thing, they've been trying to let you see what different tanks are going to be available in the game. Because these are NFTs, and so it's try it before you buy it type of strategy. You don't want to just go out there and just buy it. You have something want to try it first. So what do we got? Santa sleigh is the first one. Second one, we got Blink. Santa sleigh has a lot. This is a tank. This is a true tank. Tanky body, 605 movement. It's one of the slowest movements we've had. A lot of energy, the build up though. We got Scout or Blink over here. Decent or slower. Actually, not a whole lot of energy build up. Its speed is good though, but its energy is not that great. Yeah, like Blink is quicker than the other, and then this one has Scout has decent armor, pretty good armor. Okay energy buildup and okay speed. A medium light body that has sacrificed parts of its health for speed. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. I mean, I might have to go with Santa sleigh. It's pretty tanky. We got over here for weapons today. Oh man, that's right. The weapons. I gotta create a whole different built-in. Every day you gotta create a different built-in that you play. Because I was going for like this, definitely a healer mechanic. I've been trying to be a support character in this, so my builds have been geared towards support. Let's see what this first weapon does. Damage elemental. Is this the freezing thing that it throws? Fire snowballs that leave snow trails. Yeah, this is the snow trails. Slowing your enemy's speed down. Oops. And speeding your allies. I didn't know speeds up the allies too. Your enemies will be reminded they are perishing. Wow, okay. Physical and the projectile damage is a lot. 2 in the clip. Reload 1.5, range 20. Range 13, slow range. Oh, this is the shotgun. Yeah, people have been getting over with the shotgun though, bro. Speed and shotgun is no joke. Range 13. Bouncer gun. Let me look at this a little bit more. Projectile amount 7, clip size 2, reload time 2, range 13. Yeah, it's damaging though. It's not to be messed with. If somebody gets close to you with that shotgun, it's like, oh no. Oh no. Fires bullets that bounce off of surfaces and get stronger and quicker when they do so. I don't know. I'm like, I feel like maybe the shotgun, because I don't want people getting too close to me, you know what I'm saying? My abilities are the same. Oh, but I can't be... Here, we just gotta go for a totally different build today, though. Because, yeah, that's what I'll do. It's like, yeah, can't be as healer based today. I'm gonna go with that shotgun. I've seen what it does to people. And then for ability 2, oh, you know what works for people is when they can go invisible, actually. The cloak. This seems to be a pretty OP selection. Okay, recently I have been leaving all the different regions checked on. Again, if you watched our tutorial video, I changed all my settings and tuned it down, so this is not the highest graphics offered in the game. This is like the lowest scale of graphics offered. Let's get this thing on the searching party. Eventually I'm going to be shutting off the music. We'll probably be listening to Richard Hart and Crypto Indio. Oh, quick match find. We'll be talking about, I imagine, Hex and Pulse Chain. Kill the enemy. It's always MAF, man. I should have a healing thing. It sucks not being able to heal my team any. Or myself. I got enough damage, I feel like. Oh, how did I get like turned around stuck like that? What the hell? Yeah, this first match is not gonna go well. I need something to heal me. Let me get rid of the turret, because I want most of my health to build up anyways. Damn, he really pulled me away from his teammate. I mean, we need to finish the kill, y'all. Yeah, like what? How is it all three of them just circling around and we had nobody over here? What are we doing? Yeah, the one thing I need is some ability to heal. Especially with this much damage out on the map. Bro, get the fuck out of here, this guy. Yeah, I need that healing because the team did not do it. Seriously though, the hook on the invisible was ridiculous. Actually, do I even want the heal, or do I want something that just blocks their ability to even hit me when they do certain things? That's interesting. It's like a counter. Let's give it a shot. Also, Richard Hart, Wendy O should be starting right about now. I mean, I shouldn't have to scroll that hard to find this.
Text, but they understand Pulse really easy.
Yeah, we'll get into all that, but before we get started, I just want to let my audience know this is not sponsored. I am not being paid to be here with Richard. Richard is not being paid to be here with me. We're just kind of vibing. As far as people wanting to know if I hold Hex or not, I remember I might have received a little bit of an airdrop of Hex many years ago. Unfortunately, I don't have access to that wallet anymore, so I have nothing to dump on you guys. If people are wondering that. So just so we get that clear, also too in my chat for my audience, if you're not respectful, my mods will throw you out. We don't tolerate any type of abuse or any mistreatment. If you don't like somebody, you don't like somebody's opinion, simply go somewhere else. I'm from the streets. I don't tolerate that stuff. But so we're just gonna we're gonna chat with Mr. Hart, and we are going to kind of talk about what's going on with Pulse Chain. But before we do, Richard, can I ask you some other questions?
Sure. Yeah, go ahead.
What'd you eat for breakfast today?
Oh God, I had chicken fingers drenched in hot sauce.
For breakfast?
Yes.
Okay.
Tasted really good. But it's so not healthy. It's like the least healthy thing.
It's okay because it's got chicken, right?
Oh yeah, totally. My body's a temple, you know. Okay. I did before the I take a picture of my outfit. It's like today this is a Burberry silk outfit. I don't know, it's like $3,000, $4,000, something like that. And I always just take a picture for why not, right? And then I was like, oh, well, I'll do a little video of my workout today. So I record the video, doing the bench, and then I look at the video and my belly's hanging out. I'm like, God, this looks disgusting. I can't use this. This is terrible. I got to wear black shirts only for this part of the workout. It was pretty funny.
It happens.
Yeah.
Well, I'll let you know what I'm wearing. I don't know what
it happens.
Some fancy designer, but I got it for $40 at the thrift store. It was brand new, and these pants are from the thrift store, and mostly everything I wear is from the thrift store. But I do like designer stuff, but I would try to get it used because I'm a mom, and we have to save money because that's what moms do. My daughter actually drew that little picture of me in the back by Baby Yoda.
That's nice. Yoda. I grew up all up in the Goodwill, man. Like my family we loved the Goodwill. My grandfather used to dumpster dive and like find.
Really?
Yeah, and then I would get gifts like out of the dumpster. It was weird.
What was, no, it's not weird at all. It's not weird at all. What was your?
In hindsight,
it's not weird.
It's weird.
It's actually very common in LA. I used to actually work in a thrift store out here, and we would get dumpster divers. We would have to lock them up because they would make a big mess. But what was your biggest? What was your favorite gift that your grandpa gave you?
Well, I mean, he didn't really give me too much memorable things. Like I can't actually uniquely remember one. You know, like they were unremarkable, and I was quite young at the time, so.
Okay.
I think one was like white plastic and rolled, and then like as it rolled, little bubbles would pop up. Like it would have a spring, it would pop up things, and like a snow globe, but on a roller. So you like roll it, and then the snow globe's popping up things. I don't know. That's my only memory. Maybe he got me. Actually, he might have got me a spring rocking horse too. It was like a horse on 4 springs, you know. Just go crazy on it.
Yeah, and we used to think that we were going places, but we were really just stagnant.
One time I actually saw a house fire try and start. I had like this plastic bag or plastic like little crate, little milk carton looking thing, and I had a towel in there and some of those things that would you put in this pop gun, like a little roll of things that like have gunpowder and they snap, like you know. Can't remember what they're called now. And I had a D battery.
It's like pop
in there,
caps,
a couple
I
D
think.
batteries. I think fell off the shelf, and the D batteries popped the little pop strip thing, and it caught the towel on fire. And I was like, oh, look at that. This is how house fires start right here. Just fell down and created fire. Like, and then, you know, now I'm very careful. Like I watch out for, is this going to fall? And
Going up
something?
2% over the last week. It's up about like 5% depending on the time of day that
I
you
have
bought
one more
actually.
question before I ask you about Pulse.
Sure.
Actually, 2 more, but this one. I want your thoughts on what's happening with UST and Terra Luna. Can I ask that? I just
Yeah,
did.
it's so easy. Well, I mean, so, God, how much of this should I say?
Give me
If
a
you-
3-minute rant.
Okay, if you have a stable coin and you attempt to back that stable coin with stuff, and you have the option of more valuable stuff or less valuable stuff, more valuable stuff is better. And so what he did, his centralized decision making, single guy decision, apparently, I don't know. He decided that he would FOMO the top, against my advice, by the way. I told everyone it was a top a year ago. I was right. Everyone else was wrong. My top call's been in profit every single day for over like a year and a month now, except for one day where it made a fake out and then.
Will you be
straightened
my
out.
paid group leader?
No, but you can just copy my stuff for free if you want. So like it, you know, so he buys the top just like Michael Saylor bought the top, just like the NFT guys bought the top. They don't understand that these are market cycles, and I believe in the 85% dip. It happens, and I've been through many of them, and people just don't think they're possible. New paradigm. You're like, yeah, new paradigm, wrong. You guys, the noobs, bought the top, and who's going to buy after you? So, you know, he takes his stable coins that he had and swaps them for Bitcoin. And then his peg gets attacked by a bunch of people selling the UST for other stuff. And then he has to defend the peg. So he bought it like 48 and sold it like 36. And so now he just has less reserves left. And so you cannot make the backing of a stablecoin stronger by getting wrecked trading. It doesn't make sense. And it's very like, hey guys, the world's richest guy in the world just bought. It's even legal in some countries. We're early. No, you're not early. You're late. You guys are the last to buy. I bought and mined for free at 50 cents. I bought at 30 and then got wrecked and it went down to 2, but I didn't sell, so yay. But like, you know, it's just they're stupid.
Dude,
Michael
every
Saylor
moment
did
just like,
fail in
I feel like
2013.
Wendy's way too
As a
nice for him.
tweet.
It's just
Just
like,
like Alabama did.
just
They
like,
had huge
just to
bags.
say something and then Richard would
And
just be
then,
like
now he's
Richard
wrecked.
about it.
He's almost
oh,
underwater.
okay.
His average cost basis, I believe, is 31,000.
Like, I'm not trying to start a
Underwater
fight here.
yesterday, underwater with other people's money and underwater with leverage. He took on leverage to get long at 46 or 48. He took on leverage. He encumbered his Bitcoin that he has to get more Bitcoin at a higher price, and now he gets liquidated at 21K. And I
So
think the
you're saying
price
he
will go
took out
down to
collateral-
11K.
Do you think he took out collateralized loans?
Yeah, he
or
bragged
excuse me,
about it. He tweeted
Okay.
about it and bragged about it. You know, he took on 200 million of leverage from Silvergate Bank with a Bitcoin collateralized loan, and it's just reflexivity. So now, instead of never having to get liquidated, now you've got a leverage position. And what are the 3 ways smart people go broke? Liquor, ladies, leverage. And I tweeted it underneath all the news articles right when it happened. And then like other people challenge me. So like this guy that has a paid newsletter. Everybody that has a paid newsletter gets wrecked. It's hilarious to me.
My
like
newsletter, Wendy's
Meister.
White Paper, is free. My
Nice.
newsletter, Wendy's White Paper, is 100% free, and I fund it all. And I let my guys talk about whatever they want to talk about that they're interested in. And it's doing okay.
So this guy Raul Paul, he's like a legacy guy. Apparently he's got a lot of money. He literally tweets 8 months ago, I am irresponsibly long Ethereum. This is the largest position I've ever had in my life. It is 10 times larger than any position I've ever had before. And he thinks the price is going to go up. And I'm like, no, you're going to get wrecked. And I posted it right there. This is how smart men go broke. Liquors, ladies, or leverage. Same post for him. And then we just wait. We wait 8 months. And now the Ethereum price when he did that was 4,800. Now the Ethereum price is 2,200. I was right. He was wrong. And I do this over and over and over and over again for years. And I break these noobs over my knee. I break their spines. There's a trail of dead bodies for people that were wrong. And people like to talk trash. There was only like 2 coins that ever tried to approach Hex's gains ever. SafeMoon and Luna. Wrecked. They're destroyed, and Hex is doing great. If you'd bought Hex instead, if you sold Bitcoin the day I called top and bought Hex, you'd still be up 10%. Maybe eightfold.
That's why I said I'm potentially
100% perfect flawless operation. Well, everyone else cries and get wrecked.
whatchamacallit, God's Unchained, because I don't know.
So, and that's just Hex. And people, whatever, you don't like Hex, we could talk about Pulse. That's fine. Pulse is the world's largest free airdrop, so they'll like it.
We're gonna talk about all of it, but I like to ask questions.
Oh yeah, so the Luna guy. So basically now what he has, and by the way, the Luna price collapsed like 50% over the last week or more.
Check this out.
A centrally managed stablecoin with insufficient reserves, where the guy manually gets wrecked within 1 week or like 3 weeks. It's not a recipe for success. And if you look at a stablecoin backed by crypto, I'm probably going to release a stablecoin at some point, so I don't want to give away all the tricks. But he's doing a lot of things wrong.
I was actually going to ask you. I was going to ask you if Hex or Pulse Chain is planning on doing a stablecoin.
Well, sure. I mean, I attack things by order of value, right? So, what is the most valuable thing in crypto? Layer 1 networks. Okay. What is the most valuable use case in crypto? Value storage. All right, Hex. What's something that's not monetized in crypto that is monetized in legacy markets? Time value of money. Okay, that's Hex. What about trading? All right, we got Pulse X for that. What about wallets? We're working on that. I got a full-time guy working on that. I've got about 14 devs now. 2 or 3 of them are still not on ramp because they've got to wait the 30 days with their previous employer. And then like OpenSea replacement, which someone else is already doing in the Pulse community, but if there's still a ton of money in it, it'll probably just do it anyway. I look, I'm like, all right, who's killing it? Let's go do that, because we can do better than all these guys. Like their stuff all sucks. It's always down. They just don't know how to do things right. But
Why do you think their stuff sucks?
Well, it's always down and broken. It doesn't work. It gets wrecked, and the price is terrible. Luna wrecked, SafeMoon wrecked, Bitcoin wrecked, Ethereum wrecked. Ethereum's been down 95% since Hex has existed. Has it ever been down 95% since it's had a market? No. But Ethereum has.
Ethereum isn't down 90. Well, it's not down 95%.
No, it went from 1400. No, it went from 1400 down to 88. That was a 95% drop. Yeah, but that wasn't that long ago, right? Like, I'm not going to forget it happened.
Well, of course, no, I'm not saying to forget it happened. It's important. It's interesting you're talking about the collateralized loans. I personally feel like collateralized loans are the reason why we've seen why we've seen Bitcoin do so well. I was actually considering on taking a collateralized loans out to help avoid taxes or to help decrease them a little bit. But I actually found my notebook when I sat down with the company I was going to take one with, and they were kind of pushing it, which was fine. But I've got a little bit of street smarts. It was back at the peak, May of 2021, when we were at like 65,000 or whatever it was. And I says, I'm not going to do this because then I'm going to end up getting liquidated. And sure enough, I'm glad that I did. Yeah, I'm glad that I didn't. The only way I would take out a collateralized loan is when we're down like 50 to 70%. I would feel comfortable then.
Your risk would be a lot lower at that point. Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, and this is the other thing that's so funny to me. I see all these people posting like, how did you know it was the top? What was your top sign? And then it's like me calling the top and drawing the chart for you and telling it to you. That was the actual top sign. Me. I did it last cycle too. I did it in 2017 as well. I was the top indicator. And then people are like posting like, you know, Jimmy Fallon put like a ape picture as his profile pic, or like, you know, like they're more funny, I guess, than me just actually calling the top and sticking with it the whole time. Like,
do you own any NFTs?
Nope, not a single one. But I'm gonna make a NFT. I own the world's largest diamond, so I'm gonna make an NFT out of that, because if people want to buy JPEGs for exorbitant prices, go ahead. But like, I don't believe in overpaying for intellectual property that you don't actually own. Doesn't make sense to me.
What happens if it was an artist? What happens if my 5-year-old said, Mr. Hart, would you buy a part of one of my songs as an NFT?
I mean, your 5-year-old probably makes crap songs. So I'd rather buy the Wu-Tang album.
Excuse me, sir.
It's $2 million.
My daughter, my 5-year-old daughter, is obsessed with outlaw country. She can sing you Waylon Jennings, Willie Nelson, Emmylou Harris, Marty Robbins, and she plays 6th string too.
When I look at you, I didn't think country. I thought
Outlaw
like
country.
death metal.
Well, we do death metal too, but we do Misfits and all that stuff. But my daughter is very adamant about outlaw country. She will tell you pop country sucks.
I'm willing to receive her MP3 to evaluate its value.
Okay,
But like,
that's
it's
fine.
just how many? If there was a guy that bought Jack, the guy who founded Twitter, his like first tweet NFT, he paid like 2.2 million or something. He tried to sell it. He got 10 grand.
That's because it's Jack.
Well, I'm just saying, he's down 2.2 million on his 2.2 million. He got wrecked.
Well, that was
Damn, give him one more.
ridiculous.
No, but they're all going to do
know.
that. They're in the bear market. The things that go to zero first are the Ponzi's, and the next thing are the NFTs.
I don't know. I disagree with you on that one.
Were you here for CryptoKitties?
Huh?
Were you here
I was
for CryptoKitties? Yeah.
I wasn't well versed enough to get it, but of
What
course.
changed? It's the same crap, except instead of cats, it's monkeys. It's the same crap.
Well, yes and no, but the
You can't
IP
even
rights
breed the
are-
monkeys.
Have you heard
can
the story
breed
about the
stupid
Ramones?
cats.
Have you heard the
No.
story about the Ramones?
No.
Would you like to
Are
know?
they still alive?
Some of them. I think
Okay.
one of them is.
Okay.
So, a very good friend of mine was actually very good friends with them. They played music together. They lived in the same apartment building on Franklin. The Ramones sold their merchandising rights back in the 70s or 80s for like $100,000. So any Ramones shirt that you see, none of their friends or family, anybody associated with them gets it, because they were all, party animals and whatnot. So I personally believe that NFTs could have changed that scenario, and instead of selling your entire merchandising rights, you could have sold part of it and then had the smart contracts drawn up for royalties and etc. So I always tell that story because it's super important, because everybody sees Ramon shirts everywhere, and half the people wearing them have no idea who they are.
I think NFTs are awesome if you don't pay for them. Like, if you're making NFTs and selling them to people, congrats. But if you're buying NFTs and you're overpaying, like like when you get a hat in Team Fortress 2 and you pay for it, you got exactly what you were paying for, and you don't try and sell it for $1 billion later. It's just all pseudo gambling. Like,
not necessarily. You just said your grandpa was a dumpster diver. Did he used to resell the stuff that he got?
I think so. I guess.
Okay.
Actually, I don't know that
Same
part, but I
concept.
assume so.
Same concept.
Yeah, except you can't get wrecked dumpster diving. Like, it's very hard to overpay diving into the trash can.
Your
It's
time.
free. As long as we understand that we are comparing NFT.
Dude, she
to dumpster
sniped
diving,
him.
I'm fine with the
Lucky
conversation.
dog.
It's okay for him.
She sniped him
So guess
right
what?
there.
The way I was able to pay for community college, the way I put myself through community college, is I was able to go thrift store shopping, and I would buy used designer goods, and then I would resell them on eBay.
Nice.
And to me, that's a similar mentality with some of these NFTs. That is, you wait for them to drop, and then you resell them on the secondary market, etc. Some of them could be rare vintage things that may be worth value later on. But I just see a lot of different use cases for artists and creators with NFTs.
I agree with
That's my
that,
hill.
but just
'Cause
remember,
I love Music Men.
the number of artists that will be helped out by NFTs is probably like 100 or 200 total, since it's like inception for years, and the number of people that will get wrecked buying the top is like 100 or 200,000. And so as far as like helping the humans, the amount of horror created by pretending that serial numbers loosely related to JPEGs that may or may not still even be hosted on the internet because they don't even upload them to the stupid blockchain most of the time. It just wrecks the humans. Like it's not, and then they're out of crypto for good and they don't participate anymore. Whereas if you have a product with a durable product market fit that continues to provide a service like on-chain exchange, trading, removing counterparty risk, that's always going to be massively valuable. Monetizing time value money, always going to be valuable. Replacing the fiat currencies that everyone's being robbed by constantly, always have value. These are things that have durability, but games, people will always get bored of. They will always get bored of them. And so
leave my Sonic the Hedgehog and Mortal Kombat alone.
I love Mortal Kombat, but I have to tell you, I haven't played it in probably 15 or 20 years. At least my favorite one.
You should, yeah.
You should. Who's your favorite character?
I would play a lot of Sub-Zero because you could get people in a pretty good loop with it. But Johnny Cage punching people in the balls over and over again was pretty great too.
Sub-Zero, I'm very attracted to Sub-Zero and Scorpion.
They have a very similar mask. I like their mask a lot. I actually have a face mask that's very similar to that for just like getting into places in lockdown. It's nice. It's a Balmain face mask that looks so awesome. Looks like the Sub-Zero one, but it's got Balmain monogram on it.
Okay. All right, let's get started with some of why the people are here. So,
Sure.
Just really quickly, tell everybody in like 2 minutes. Tell everybody what Hex is.
Sure.
Because there's a big issue. People call Hex a scam. Personally, you guys, I don't care what you invest in. If you guys want to invest in Hex, great. If you want to invest in coin XB123, I don't care. I support everybody's right to choose to invest their money wherever they want to put it. I don't care. I am just here chatting with somebody about their particular project because this is how I learn the best. And if I have an opportunity to sit down with somebody and learn, why wouldn't I?
So, Hex quite simply is Bitcoin with a proof of work change. So Bitcoin pays you to destroy the environment. It only rewards you for doing SHA-256 mining, which is extremely energy intensive on purpose. Instead of calling it proof of work, you could call it proof of waste, because if it wasn't wasteful and it was useful, then you could like reduce the cost of an attack by selling the utility. But since it's totally wasteful, you can't sell the utility, so it makes the attacks more expensive. I'm not going to go into the game theory of it, but like that's why you see a lot more attacks with botnets, because there's side utility to having CPUs, and then you can just rotate what you attack because you already have a botnet you can make money with in normal life. But with SHA-256 mining, you can't do anything else with your SHA-256 miners. So if you're going to buy them, they can only be used for Bitcoin. And then since you've invested so much in the hardware, why destroy the network, which is the only thing that gives those things utility, which is why you don't see 51% attacks in Bitcoin anyway. So I guess I did go into it. So with Hex, we just replaced paying people to destroy the environment. So Bitcoin pays you inflation. People think Bitcoin's deflationary. It's not. It inflates. That's how it went from no coins in 2009. There was 0 coins.
We're gonna get a Ninja Genie.
19.
Are we gonna get a Ninja Genie?
That's
Did I already get the Ninja Genie?
By inflating it.
Excuse me.
I've inflated it myself. Full blocks on my own. No pool. 50 Bitcoin block awards at the time. So in Hex, we reward people to store energy in the system, which causes positive price pressure. So in Bitcoin, miners are paid to dump the price to enrich mining hardware companies and electricity companies. And it's how the security model works. They don't have a choice. In Hex, we piggybacked an existing network already eating that horror, which is the Ethereum network. They already get their price dumped by miners the same way Bitcoin miners do. They already harm the environment just like Bitcoin miners do. But since they were already doing all that, we can pack our transactions on top of the Ethereum network for what used to be pennies.
When did the Ninja Genie come through? What did they just like deposit it?
Attacks
I like did not see any Ninja. Like I see we got one now. But when did that come through?
Or on-chain exchanges, and just all types of great stuff came with it. And we don't have the negative price pressure of having to sell down the price constantly to pay for electricity. And
is that because it's locked up?
No, it's just because we don't have miners. There's no miners to pay. So we don't have to pay for network security because Ethereum's already paying for it. So the Ethereum network's already secure. It's free for us to piggyback on top of it. We don't have to pay our own block rules.
Because it was just sent by the app.
Of having that negative externality of environmental destruction and enriching weird companies in the middle of nowhere.
And we're not finding any spider tanks maps. It's probably a bad time of day for us. Maybe bad time of day. It's kind of early in the day. So you know, before I was finding more matches after 12 o'clock. Like you gotta be very specific time. It's one so new. beta.
So Bitcoin was at
Market's been
20K.
down, so
The
people are
first
scared
time
and stuff
inflation
too.
rate was 3.89%. It used to be
We
many
ain't
full time
stopping.
because it already
We
cut
ain't
in half
stopping
twice.
because we blockchain warriors out here.
So in our system, we start at 3.69%, and you only
But
get
we will
paid at
be
the end of
switching
your
it up
stake. And since
to-
the average stake is 6.5 years long,
Immutable.
this inflation is extremely delayed in the future. Extremely
I'm gonna
low.
pull down the
And since there's
platforms
no
to other,
negative
like
externalities,
YouTube.
You see people just restaking it.
Here, let me turn this
The
down
amount
for a
of people
second.
that just have $100 million and just restake it is very high. So people treat it like a real store of value.
All right, so if you're watching us on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitter, we're just gonna bring it down for a split second and come back up with some. Hold up, shouldn't that be up in that screen? Let me mess with this real quick. Deactivate, activate, deactivate, activate. And bring it back up with some guys on chain. So yeah, give us just a moment. We'll be back with some guys on chain. And oh, my GUC window. Let me make sure I have it set up for it. Is talk about tickets? Yeah. Cool. Yeah, let me do that reset.